Okay, this is considered, it's Anderson Seafood. Not that. That's Richard Roman,
That's
by
me.
the way. Yeah, he's a restaurateur and a chef. But what he's bringing us is M54582. This is a company that has been in business over 40 years and has provided the most high-end restaurants
Correct.
with the shrimp.
That's right.
It's Anderson Seafood's 3 pounds of wild-caught Patagonia pink shrimp. These guys are considered the lobster of shrimp. They're actually a Foodie Award winner nominee for Best Shellfish. These are shelled, completely shelled. They're completely deveined. They are pristine, clean, and classic. And that what you're getting is all meat. So when I say 3 pounds, I mean 3 pounds of protein of all wild-caught, fabulous Patagonia pink shrimp. You're not paying for legs that you don't eat. You're not paying for the veining. You're not paying for the shelling. That's not in that poundage. And all wild caught. You can steam these, you can grill them, you can saute them, but you are getting about 84 peeled. And it comes out to about 3 pounds. What's the big deal with these?
So here's the thing, wild caught. Most of the shrimp out in your seafood market that you see out there is farm raised. These are wild caught the southern coast of South America. Patagonia is an amazing place. Cold waters off the coast of Chile and Argentina. But you can see just by the color when you get these, they have that beautiful pink hue, hence the name pink Patagonias. But when they're wild caught, the texture and flavor is incredibly sweet and tender. So you just said it, chefs around the world call this the lobster of shrimp. So I wanted to show you something here. This is them cooked in their purest. This is just simply poached. I want you to taste one of these.
That's the way I like to do it, because I don't want you to start adding stuff to it and hiding stuff from me.
So just taste one cold. In fact, I'm going to actually grab one as well because I want to show you.
Look, that's a nice size. Can you all see the size of that?
Yep.
I mean, what size are these, would you say? Would these be jumbos or would these be large?
No, these would be about medium to large, okay?
Not in my grocery store.
So here's the thing. Okay, and I break into this because if you take a look at this, when we say we call it the lobster shrimp, look at the texture of this shrimp. It's so sweet and tender.
It looks like lobster.
It does look like that. And I'm going to tell you, when you cook it, whether you grill it, saute it, steam it, poach it, you're going to get such a sweet, tender flavor that you just don't get with the farm raised shrimp.
I love the texture.
Yep.
They're firm, they're fabulous. They're like plump.
Yeah.
And the flavor, it's not fishy. You know, sometimes you'll get a shrimp.
That's right.
And it's like, oh, you almost have to hold your nose to bring it up to your face. And this is sweet and succulent, and it's kind of sexy. I like it, like coming from, it's just delicious. It's a different flavor.
It's a totally different flavor, Antonella. And look at the, actually you can see the sauce here. I'm going to actually put these shrimp out. Notice the color, okay? And also
clean and pink.
Clean and pink. You just said it before. There's nothing to do. It's 100% deveined. There's no shell. There's nothing you have to worry about.
These are so clean.
I mean, this is to me, this is an easy way to do a little bit of shrimp over pasta, and then look at the sauce that develops with these. Because they're fed in the wild and they feed in the wild, you get an amazing flavor in the sauce. I made these for some guests, and they're like, "What did you do to the sauce?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything." That's the shrimp. That's the wild pink Patagonians that give you a different flavor. And you said it before, Anderson Seafood has been in the business for almost 40 years.
Yeah.
They've been supplying great restaurants, great chefs who are demanding. So instead of having to go to that nice restaurant, you can get that same quality right to your home.
How do you recommend making these, cooking them? How do you do it?
So it's 2 different ways.
Can I borrow that plate you had over there?
Please take this, Antonella.
That'd be awesome.
I would say grilling or sauteing are my 2 favorite ways. And here's a really important, Antonella. When you cook these, they're going to cook extremely fast. 2 to 3 minutes aside. You don't want to overcook them. And it's because they're so tender and delicate, they don't need to cook long, and you don't want to ruin that beautiful texture and flavor. Minutes couldn't be easier. You're going to get these frozen, okay, in 3 1-pound bags. And here's the great thing. Like we said, they're cleaned and deveined and detailed. So it's individually quick frozen. All you have to do is defrost them while you're heating up the oven or grill, and you have a beautiful, beautiful result.
So listen, there are fewer than how many left? Fewer than 100 left that can go around. Now, if you want to get auto delivery, you're never told, oh, we're out, or you want to go on wait list or whatever. No, you're front of the line every time. So auto delivery, you'll get these every 4 months. You think you'll have a little shrimp every 4 months? I think I would. So what did you do there?
So here they're showing, this is just steaming them. Again, these shrimp are so good on their own.
Delicious.
If you just put some lemon and aromatics and steam them, they need nothing. They're delicious, tender.
I love that they're deveined. No, when we say 3 pounds, look at it. We say 3 pounds. You're paying for legs you can't eat. You're not paying. Look how clean that shrimp is. Look at that. You're not paying for shell and tail that you can't eat. You're paying for the meat. all of it, what you can eat.
Yeah, 100%
These are
protein.
delicious.
This is another one of my favorite things, okay? You can make, you know, people have had lobster rolls before. You want to make a shrimp salad that's going to rival, again, in texture and flavor, that lobster roll. A little tarragon, some mayonnaise, a little bit of Dijon, and some celery. You have a beautiful sandwich.
Oh, wow.
Or if you can do something like this, we had a little fun, like a little Asian slaw salad, some pineapple, some red cabbage, some sesame. Again, the flavor and texture of the shrimp is unlike anything I have had out there.
No, yeah, there's a big difference. Let me give you that back because they're not going to let me take it with me.
That's right.
Listen, this is so different from anything else that's out there. Now I understand. Richard told me earlier, he said, Antonella, this is considered the lobster of shrimp. And I was like, well, you know, I've had lobster. Yeah, I've had shrimp. How great can it be? And this is my first time trying them. And I'll tell you what, oh, yes, sir, they are. I mean, they really are. They're firm, they're succulent, they have this flavor to them. These are the wild Patagonia pink shrimp. And this was a Foodie Award winner nominee for Best Shellfish. All of this, you get all meat. Remember that, wild caught, big flavor on them. They're delicious.
So I just want to break into this shrimp again, because until you taste these, most of the shrimp people are having out there, like we just said, are farm raised. These wild pinks, again, if you go on and read about them and hear the chefs talk about them, the texture, it's more like lobster meat, but even more important, it's sweet and tender. It gives such great flavor to the sauce because they're feeding in the wild. So there's no artificial feeds, or you don't have to worry about what they're eating. You know these are growing up on that southern coast of South America, and you can even see it. It actually looks almost like a lobster tail.
It does. That's what Teresa was saying.
Yeah.
She's up there, she's doing the cameras, right? She's directing. She said, oh my God, it looks like a lobster.
Yeah.
You just put white wine.
White wine, lemon,
You are
parsley, a little bit of butter.
I have to try white wine, right?
Yeah.
Parsley, butter.
And take a look at this.
There's only 3 dozen left, you guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now, these are going to cook, I'm going to tell you about
it smells so good.
2 or 3 minutes aside in a pan like this. When they turn bright pink, please get them out, because you know what? You don't need to overcook these. Just cook them just enough and they'll melt in your mouth.
Yeah. You know, they can smell this upstairs where they're directing. Oh
my gosh. I'm just taking one right out of the steamer.
Oh my word. I want the one with the wine.
Right here up front.
Yeah,
up
the
front.
wine. Just give
This
me
is
the
one
wine.
with the
Never
wine.
mind.
I'll give you the wine.
Just give me the bottle of wine. We're good. No, listen. That was awesome.
Awesome.
Man, you really meant it when you said this is going to taste different.
Totally different than anything out there.
Give me one to go. One to go.
Yeah, there you go.
We're going to go to commercial.
I'm going to take one too. Here
All
we
right.
go.
All right. So, hey, you got to get it, but they're almost gone. Those are good. Oh, the microwave balloon from Cook's Essentials coming up next. Don't go away. Thank you.